Most of us think Chinese watch brands on AliExpress, they are all separate companies, each designing their own watches and competing with each other for your money. But what if I told you that many of them are actually related? Yes, that new watch brand that you saw might actually be sister company to another one that you already know, created by the same parent company, probably sharing the same factory or even the same design team. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to reveal 4 surprising examples of Chinese watch brands that are actually connected behind the scenes. And trust me, some of these will even shock you. Let's start with one of the most well-known names on AliExpress, the Pagani Design. Now, Pagani Design has built a reputation of offering automatic watches that looks like a, I don't know, $5,000 timepieces, but for a price of about $100 to $200 or even less. Now, many people think that they are a standalone company producing all these budget watches, but here's where it gets interesting. Pagani has 2 other sisters brands, the Benyar and the Rollstimi. These 3 brands are widely believed to be part of the same watch group or at least run by the same parent company. They share striking similarities from the case designs and dial layout to movement choices and even packaging. Even the branding style and marketing language are almost identical. Now, if you were to browse AliExpress, you will notice they're often sold by the same seller accounts or even shipped from the same warehouses. The Pagani Designs brands usually sits as sort of like the flagship among the 3, focusing on automatic diverse watches and chronographs. Now, Benyar on the other hand, it targets the ultra budget ends, sometimes offering watches under $30 US. Rollstimi on the other hand is like their experimental brand, trying out new case shapes and complications before Pagani adopts them. So if you look at the listing on AliExpress, they might look like different brands competing with each other, but actually they are more like 3 siblings under the same roof, each targeting a different type of watch buyer. Next up, we have the Baltany and Millefortic. This one isn't just speculation, it's actually officially confirmed. Millefortic actually states clearly on its website and social media that it is the sister brand of Baltany. And once you know that, the similarities become obvious. Both focus on vintage-inspired military and field watches, often using the same case profiles and handsets. In fact, their releases are often coordinated. When Baltany introduces a new retro model, Millefortic will launch something in a similar style not long after that. Well, it's a clever branding strategy. I mean, Baltany serves the more established collector crowd, while Millefortic explores bold designs and slightly different price points. If you already like Baltany's style, there are high chances that you will also find something you love from Millefortic because they are built by literally the same team. Next up, let's talk about 2 names you've probably seen if you're into chronographs and dive watches, the Sugess and the Seestern. At first glance, they seem like completely unrelated brands, except for the fact that both of the brands starts with the letter S. Now, Sugess is known for its ST19 chronographs and vintage dress watches, while Seestern makes rugged Seiko-inspired dive watches. But here's the twist. Seestern's official website reveals that it's part of the Horomaster group, which also happens to own Sugess and a few other smaller watch labels. Again, this isn't just speculation, it's written right on their website. The 2 brands clearly share resources, manufacturing facilities, and even design philosophies. In some cases, you'll even find watches from both brands sharing the same case construction or using the same seagull movements. Now, I don't know about you, but I think it's a perfect example of how one watch company can create multiple brands to target different audiences. Sugess for the chronograph and vintage crowd, while Seestern for divers and tool watch enthusiasts. Finally, let's look at a pair that many people haven't connected yet, the Militador and Thorn. These 2 are probably less mainstream, but if you pay attention to the details, it's pretty obvious they are related. They often use identical cases, dials and bezels, just with different logos. Their watches are sometimes listed by the same sellers on AliExpress, and their release schedules often line up closely with new models appearing from both brands within weeks of each other. Now, while they haven't officially announced that they are part of the same group, the evidence strongly suggests they are built by the same manufacturer or parent company, using the same design templates and supply chains. This actually is a common strategy in Chinese watch industry: create multiple brand names to reach different segments of the market without competing against yourself. So to conclude, what does this all mean for you and me as a watch enthusiast or collector? Well, for one, it shows that the Chinese watch industry is far more interconnected than most people realize. Many brands you see as competitors are actually siblings, sharing the same factories, same movements, and sometimes even the same owners. No matter where you buy, all the money will end up to the same owner. And here's the key takeaway: the brand names can be deceiving. A new name doesn't always mean a new company. Sometimes it's just a different face of the same watch family. And honestly, is that really a bad thing? Actually, it's not. It often means consistent quality, shared technology, and more variety for us as consumers to spend our money according to our budget and price points. But that being said, I want to hear from you. Which of these sister brand pairs surprised you the most? And do you know any other brands that I didn't mention in today's video? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more watch reviews in the future. Again, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care and have fun with your watches. Bye!